Hi, everybody. This is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, a connected on an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting my work and this channel. All the links are at the bottom of the description under this video. AllyKatCreations211.com is where you could see all my artwork, my paintings, my hyper-realistic portrait drawings, pyramids, all the epoxy work that I do, all of that's there. And if you're interested in anything, please email me because I do everything privately. Channel memberships is a great way to help this channel out. And you get perks with that. Once a month, I do a raffle, and congratulations, El Sunray, Charlene, and Mickey for winning Friday Night Live's birthday celebration raffle. El Sunray won a pyramid. Mickey and Charlene won Paint and Sip paintings of their choice. So those are really nice perks. Of course, you can always purchase more entries, but it's a really good way to get some of the artwork that you might not be able to afford and you might like. And all healing frequencies within those things. You also get channel member only content where I do oracle readings. I might be doing some meditations. Just in a small basis and see if those people resonate with them or not. But yeah, those are really nice ways to support me, as I am legitimately, in definition, in the dictionary, a starving artist. And not because of the lack of trying. So today, I want to say happy Easter to everybody. Don't take offense. He is risen within me. Risen within Christ consciousness, that is. But I hope all of you are eating well with family and enjoying your beautiful day. Um, Today, I thought it would be really funny, but not, to go back to like American classicism and really like do portraits of a duck and maybe a bunny or a chick. I'm definitely doing a duck for the first one. Um, I'm still undecided. Obviously a lot of you know I'm very spiritual and I channel, so I definitely am doing a duck. That there's no bones about the ducky. What goes here, but we're gonna do like portraits and it's gonna be cute. And don't be afraid of that terminology, a portrait, because you got this. You got this. So you got this. Portraits. What you're going to need today. Now, I'm somebody who will tell you, please use what is at your disposal. I had these circle canvases at my disposal. You could put them on square. You could do whatever your heart desires. Don't think that you need to do exactly what I do unless you really want to. The same thing with colors. You can make your duck any color. You can make the background any color that you want. I'm using acrylic paint, but if you don't have canvas, you can absolutely do this with color pencil. The only thing I would say to you is when doing the background, make sure you're outlining the duck so that you're not getting a green duck when you're putting yellow on top of blue. So we're gonna paint the backgrounds. I'm gonna do this one with a sea foam mixed with some blue tones. so that the duck looks like he's like outside enjoying life. And I might do another pastel-y background. Not sure yet. Like I said, I go with the flow, and that's what I want you to do. You're also going to need, unless you're not doing this on Easter, and wearing a cute little outfit, you want to wear a smock or old stuff because acrylic paint will stain. You're going to need some paper towel to wipe your brushes on. Acrylic paint, you can get any type of paint. It doesn't matter what brand. If it's in kits, same with your paintbrushes. You don't need $80 paintbrushes. It's just a painting. The process here is about enjoying yourself. You also want palette paper, or you can use, I tend to only use a wooden palette if I'm painting in oil. But even that, I also have a very bad pinky injury. It is healing. Um, I have a splint, but I'm going to keep it off so I don't get it destroyed, because it took me 6 stores to find that. And lastly, you're going to need your sip. Today is always, as always, coffee. And no, these are not real glasses. They are figuring out what kind of lenses I need and frames that I need if I were to purchase glasses, which I can't do any of that right now. Also noting that my camera likes funny business. You can use a palette knife if you want to mix. All my palette knives are with my oil painting stuff, so don't have one on hand. So I'm going to use a flat brush. Might switch this one off. When you're happy, with the color choice that you made, Yes, I paint the sides. My pinky is really destroyed. So what I'm doing is kind of blending in the paint, trying to make it not thick. Making sure that there is no gaps in the canvas where you could see it through the paint. And the disadvantage of acrylic paint is it dries really quickly. On the palette, so you want to put this down carefully and gently. Mind you, you're going to probably have paint on your hands if you do what I just did. So a paper towel is necessary. Don't mind getting dirty. It makes funny noises too. Tobacco. I know, I do these things where I disappear and I come back. This one I think I'm going to try to do pink. So about getting the right tone of pink down. So I added red and white, and then I have this magenta color. So it's not completely pastel. Because I don't know, those of you who really know me, I mean, I do paint colorfully and very vibrant things. So once again, you want to make sure you want to smooth out your paint. And like I said earlier, you can paint whatever your heart's desires in terms of color. You don't have to paint anything that I'm painting. It's the act of doing and creating and being inspired. That's why I do these. You know, I not everybody has the affordability to have paint set or to have accessibility to paint, or you could do this in crayon as well, but you don't have to do it. You could just relax and get inspired, take some time out of your day to meditate, come back to center and ground, get lost in yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what counts. It doesn't need to be perfect, but we're going to let this dry. Make sure you are sipping, clean your brushes. Also something to take into consideration. I can't for copyright purposes, but if you like painting, paint with music. Unfortunately, I get stricken and boo-boos. So I don't have any music I haven't created for myself. But if you are someone that likes to paint and get into a meditative state, binaural beats is very helpful in that. And then when these dry, we can come back and start mapping out our animal. So stay tuned. Make sure you are sipping. If you're doing Easter, have fun, eat, eat, and be merry. And I'll see you once you're Canvas is dry. Hi guys, this is going to be a multi-layer. Welcome back. I'm just using white paint for the moment. Why? It is easier to get lighter colors on your painting. I'm going to take a medium flat brush right there. Where do I want my duck? First thing we're going to look at is the shape of a duck's head. Then he has a beak. You don't need it. You could see, if you see the paint behind it, that is absolutely fine. I just got paint on my pants, but thankfully these are not going out pants. Sorry, once again, camera. So this is just the outline of your ducky. We're not painting the color in just yet, and only because the yellows, the oranges, and the shading isn't going to come out well if we don't have a base down for the animal. My pink is still wet right now, so we're going to give that a little bit of time to dry. And the way you could check that out is if you put it to the light, you see how it's sheen? It gets shiny in certain spots. That means the paint is still wet, from my estimation. Besides you touching it, and I'm getting blue everywhere. You can always touch that up later. So yeah, we'll focus on Duckie, but we definitely want to do a bunny. Make sure you're sipping. Wipe your hands if you need to. Chicken! Buck, 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 buck. This is Chicken. He helps me reset my camera. This is made by one of my amazing viewers and subscribers and channel members, Miss Charlene. So thank you, Charlene, for chicken. That's a green one. And I have monkey butt. There it goes. See, something has to be up there. And anybody that's spiritual that can see what is up there, let me know. Sometimes I have the sight and sometimes I don't. And I also don't have my neon lights on because that distorts the coloring in the video. So it's kind of hard to see. Collapsing of the wave function. All right, you know what? This is dry enough. We're gonna do bunny. I'm gonna start out with this circle for the head. When I first moved into this house, I did have a bunny named Bun Bun that used to come and visit by my pool. And no, my pool's not filled. I am allergic to chlorine. And it's very the pool came with the house and the pool was not. Since it is Easter, why not do a bunny? Once again, if you want floppy ears, you can add floppy ears. We're just putting a wash of white, titanium white down on these so that the color that we paint the animals in will be vibrant and we don't have to play with masking of colors. Because once yellow goes on like blue or even that, it'll start tinting different things. We don't want that. So a nice wash of just white is what I prefer to do. If you want to do it your way, do you, boo. You do it. Once again, I have coffee, but if you are being slaving in the kitchen or just having one of those rough days, do you, because you only YOLO once in this body and you have to enjoy yourself. So I hope you are getting something out of this, and if not, that's okay too. So make sure this dries, and then we will start mixing our yellow. If you want to get that prepared, I have this mac and cheese color. Um, Stuck. Yellow ochre. We're gonna need white. I may throw some orange in there. The beak will obviously be orange, but we will add some black and some dark browns with it. But don't worry about that for right now. Just let that dry. And I'll see you back when it dries. Welcome back. I got some colors. What I'm doing right now is just laying the color down because we have to make the ducky look like it has feathers. So we're going to build that up through the use of the different yellows I made. And brush them that. This might work. So a ducky looks like a beak, looks like a star. We have a duck. No, it's really hard to see that it looks like it's blending in. But we're gonna let this dry so we can put in the details. And that's where your yellow ochre and black are gonna come in because we're going to I'm a perfectionist and I can't help myself, so I do apologize. I don't mean to be. Okay. Realistically, Bun Bun I want white, but Bun Bun needs some gray. See, it's a light gray. Ever so subtle. So I don't want to put water necessarily in here. But I want Mr. Duckie to look like he's having a semi-decent background. So it's just very slight. And then do we want to give the bunny a cottontail? So you want to let that dry. Make sure you're taking a sip. And once we do that, we will add the duck eye and more details into the bill, the beak, and we'll get some bunny stuff done too. But just make sure everything is dry because you don't want things bleeding into each other in terms of color. You definitely want things to be coherent. So sip away. Okay, guys, this should be sort of dry because we're layering, so it takes a little longer to dry. So I'm taking a very small brush doodle right here. I'm putting like an oval shape right there. I'm mixing my yellow ochre, a little bit of orange, black, and white. Give my ducky a little bit of a happy face. Mixing my yellow ochre with some yellow. Pause. Sorry about that. I had a pause because my neighbor gave me some Easter dinner. I'm very, very blessed by the people that show up. Duckie! Duckie's done. I don't know if I want to touch him anymore. Okay, before so Duckie's done a cute little duck portrait. Um, I don't know how Bunny's gonna turn out, but Ducky definitely looks like a turn of the century American classic. portrait. And he's gonna dry over there. Next, we're gonna prepare for Bunny. And I know Bunny have bigger cheeks and stuff like that, but I wanted to keep this more childlike, potentially. Make sure you're sipping. Mm. And really, we're gonna stick with grays, blacks, and we might have to mix a little bit more pink for some of the features. Um, may do some rounds. I'm still estimating on that. So make sure your ducky is dry before moving ducky. And we're gonna move on to the bunny next. Painting and forgot to press go. Sorry, guys. So I'm just formulating my lines here. I know he looks weird. He looks like an alien. I get it. I get it. But where I just know where the eye sockets go. Why you shouldn't smoke. And it looks sinister from my angle. I don't know about yours, but it don't look like a bunny. There's like bunny sockets are just like shaped weird. So that's Bunny. I don't know how much of a bunny that looks like, but it's cute nonetheless. I think. Maybe. A little creepy. A little creepy. But I hope you guys got enjoyment out of watching me do some animal portraits. Uh yeah, a lot of fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you would love to help me out and spread me out. That'd be fantastic. I'm gonna go enjoy my Easter plate from my neighbor. So exciting. And I really hope that you enjoyed Bunny and Duckie. So don't forget to make sure that these are dried. And then you can hang them up on your wall or give them as presents or do whatever you would like. So thank you all for watching and please subscribe. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the lighthouse, seed your truths, be the shoulder, light the path forward, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Have a blessed and beautiful Easter wherever you are, whatever you celebrate, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.